Hey man, how wild is this story with Earl Thomas, man? Your ex defrauding you out of millions of dollars. How does this even happen, dog?
What do you mean? How does that happen?
She got access.
A woman
He
scorned.
got money and
I was about to say that too.
scoring woman.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all know about a scoring woman, but
He probably pissed her off. This
knows?
is it.
relationships are tough.
And
Yeah,
probably
bro.
over time too.
What? It has to be overtime.
It has
That
to be
much?
overtime for you to be like, oh, I don't feel bad for this.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's
was
how
the inner?
that's how it gets to that point. You know, you're in a relationship, you've been with each other for a long time, and you know, you can tend to. We don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but there is some resentment that can go on in a long-term relationship, and then that's how I think somebody might get to something like that. It's because and he plays, so.
Yeah.
You don't know how she feels about being behind the scenes of his career and what she's probably done.
How much did he make in his career to lose millions, bro? That's a whole.
That's crazy.
You know,
Money,
like.
though. Didn't he
No,
get-
I
he got,
agree,
like, two
but
different contracts?
you see
Yeah.
that million dropping over the years, though.
He's
like,
been in the league since he was the youngest player in the league, wasn't he? At one point.
I will say this though. I like from what I remember. So I remember seeing Legion of Boom out here once out in Vegas. I seen them all partying. And, you know, like I've done it myself too. Like you get to partying or you get to spending, you doing whatever, and you spend it at a fast rate because you like, oh, I got a bag or whatever. Like I mean, I watch my buddy Josh Norman come to Vegas right after he got his deal.
go crazy.
And he went crazy. Like I'm talking about, I was working the deals because like I knew people in Vegas, and I'm like, we was getting table at Dre's, and he got the section. We got one section, and he was just looking over across and was just like, who got that section? And then they was like, nah, that's the owners. And he was like, well, I want that one too. I'm like, bro, we ain't even really got enough people to be up in there. But,
He said he's gonna get the people.
yeah, like
Go get him.
So you know when you get
man.
paid like that, it just you ain't
Drinks get the going, that future be on.
yeah.
You get the feeling.
Why it
right?
gotta be Future, bro?
It was Future at that time.
Yeah, that was
It
our
was
era.
Future at that
That
time.
was our era.
I ain't
Dirty
gonna lie, I
Sprite.
bought a table to go see Future. At Dre's.
I think we all have. You know, which is crazy.
Memorable.
Right,
Memorable.
and then, right. So on top of that, you start thinking about that account though, right? So you out, then you start thinking about clothes, shopping, traveling,
Yeah.
you know, different stuff. So I don't know if he ain't really keeping eyes on it, and she's the one that's supposed to be the.
So how does
I don't think it went that way.
I don't think so either, but I mean, how do you grow from this? You know, talking to the next generation that, you know, plan to get married, to plan to have a amazing, you know, marriage, but things do happen in marriages.
They gotta have them tough conversations
Yeah.
immediately. Talk about prenups. Talk about all of that stuff. Because a woman that want to be with you, bro, she not gonna bat an eye towards, oh, do you want to sign a prenup? Like, she
And give
sign
the
it.
understanding. I feel
Yeah.
like because I remember when I first heard about a prenup or talking about it, and then I would like bring it up, or first time my financial advisor or my attorney that I had would talk about it, like you'd ask a lady and they'd be like, "Why would if you love me, do it." It's like, well, nah, you're not really understanding what a prenup is. Like they have a very negative connotation on what a prenup is.
Because it's emotional for them.
yeah, you know,
It's not rational.
Definitely talk about it. Plan for the good and the bad. You know, talk about the elephant in the room, which is the dynamic of the relationship as far as like travel. You know, the money difference and what y'all doing with the money, the plans, everything. I think that's why a prenup is, you know, for some situations, I don't see it as that bad of a thing because it's like, you know, these are different situations that everybody might not even face. You know what I'm saying? So I think it causes for at least some type of conversation, a plan, you know, because things can happen and, you know, when money's involved, it can get nasty.
Yeah, because you're talking about an example like Earl Thomas. You know, like we know him as, you know, part of Legion of Boom, a great safety. You know, dang near Hall of Fame. Like to see him going through this, like you don't wish this on your worst enemy.
yeah.
And this is, I think, a realization to what's going on, you know, across the world. You know, not just with NFL athletes. So like, how do you fix this? Is it the conversations? Is it, you know, figuring out like, is it a two signature situation? You know, almost like a two-way authentication where you do your passwords and stuff. Like, what does that look like for everybody to be?
You know what's crazy? I actually just was having a conversation recently, and I kind of thought of it this way, but it was about insurance. So we were talking about insurance, whether it be life insurance, whether it be medical insurance, insurance for your home, fire insurance, earthquake insurance if you're in like Cali especially, hurricane insurance. You really get insurance not because you want something bad to happen,
For sure.
but you get it to prevent in the case
Of
that it's
something
something
that
happen.
it does happen.
And that's really what a prenup is,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like
think so too.
you have to really think about that as you as the man, or woman, whoever has the more financial backing than the other person. And even if you was two people, like man and woman, and you guys are both elevated, you guys came into this, right, with your pots already filled in terms of like financial independence, and now you're bringing them together. You gotta have insurance for yourself that when you walk out of this, because once emotions and feelings get into it, I'm just going for the jugular, you know. So
Yeah, it's a tough one.